that on bone rack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No problem.
That'll be good.
Yep.
And jump cues and winter break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. What are we doing?
Yeah. What point or you want to lag?
Let's lag.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning into Billiard Breakdown tonight. We've got the #1 ranked Sean Zeng in the top 15 players list in Rochester, New York, taking on one of Billiard Breakdown's subscribers, Eric Downer. Eric Downer frequents the live chat in the comment section, and it's pretty cool to see him show up here. I just noticed he's wearing a Fedor Gorst signed hat, very stylish. And Eric Downer, I estimate his Fargo to be in the high 500s or low 6s. So let's see if he can give Sean Zeng a challenge. He could even win. Eric Downer comes all the way from Virginia. He's visiting family who lives about 2 hours away from Billiard Breakdown here in Rochester, New York. But he was able to make it out to play this match today. Good luck to both players.
In the Masters, we have Joe, Tom, Jake, Wes, and John. In the A's, we have RJ, Matt, Brandon, Timmy, Charles.
Not an A.
In the B, we have Chris, Larry, Sander, Troy, and Mike Richardson. And in the C, Karen, Dan, Yeltsin, Mike Johnson, and Jeff. We're going to start to assign tables right now.
Sean Zeng with an early miss. He gets pretty lucky though. Cue ball sits behind the 2 ball.
Ah, you dog.
Eric Downer calls Sean Zeng a dog for the lucky leave. Although the cue ball sitting behind the 2 ball, not necessarily luck because that was the leave he was trying to go for. But being behind the 2 ball, unable to see the 1 is quite unfortunate for Eric here. Let's see if he can make the kick.
I'm a big guy.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, Karen and Dan Brunson, table 10. Dan 8 and Mike Johnson, table 11.
And then you play the next person, same thing. The end of that
Jim
first
Shaw,
round,
top 5.
top 2 advance. Yeah, whoever has
RJ and Tammy,
top 2 advance, and then after that, it's same
table 12.
similar format.
Matt Butler and Brandon, table 13. Joe and Wes, table 14. Tom and Jake, table 15. John and Paul, you have a bye. Troy, you have a bye. Good luck, everyone. Eight, nine, 10. In that order, the 8 and 10 ball, get them on the first spotted, and I go on the first number side of the win. Jumping is okay. Foul rule is in effect. Touchdowns are okay. This is all ball foul. What you mean? If you move anything,
Sean Zeng with a setup on the 5 ball into the side pocket. Should be able to take the first game here.
ball in hand.
but it looks like he overrolls the cue ball by a good amount. He's got a real tough back shot here.
16 and 17 to Rwanda. On mark, set, go.
Thank you for clearing that up.
And he misses it. Eric Downer is going to be able to take the first rack after a poor setup shot by Sean Zeng. Scores 1-0.
Yeah, what's the use of the
Sean Zeng with ball in hand right off the break. Can he capitalize this time? He did have ball in hand earlier. Should have finished out that rack. Wasn't able to get it. Also, shout out to Sean Zeng's sushi restaurant, Umai. Top tier sushi. He's got 2 locations, one on Monroe Ave and one in Victor, New York. He brought me some today. I'm munching on some sushi while commentating this match. Make sure you check out Umai if you like sushi. Or even if you don't, it could change your mind. Sean leaves himself a long shot on the 4. Didn't want to overcomplicate the position. Should be able to power through this 5 ball and have that cue ball hit the short rail, come back up towards the center, and he does it perfectly. Nice shot. Sean leaves himself a nice angle on the 8 ball to just go 1 rail towards the right side of the 9, maybe with just slight bottom.
That's good shot.
He gets it. Eric Downer concedes the rack, returns the favor, scores 1-1. Tough shot on the one to start off with. It sinks in somehow. And he leaves himself with a kick shot. Good contact. Does he get lucky behind the 9 ball? Not quite. Eric Downer should be able to see this too, no problem. Position on the 4 ball is actually pretty touchy. You want to hit this with medium pace with bottom. Nice pot. Not an easy shot to come to the table with. Eric sinks it no problem. Curious to see if he's willing to hold for position or if he's just going to try to go 2 rails for the 5. He tries to hold. Hits it too thick. Sean Zeng with a possible bank combination on the 8 ball. He's probably just going to play safe. And what a shot by Sean Zeng. That is an excellent shot. Extremely well played. Completely intentional. The 9 ball drops. Eric Downer somehow wins that rack. Well done. Scores 2-1 in favor of Eric. Let's take a look at that fluke on the 9 ball once again. Quite the shot. The 9 ball. Yeah, that's a new one, guys. Cue ball hops off the table for Eric. Sean Zeng with ball in hand for the 3rd time, I think. He's got a bit of a weird cut on the 2 ball into the corner pocket. Should still be able to make it. Question is, what kind of angle are you going to leave yourself on the 3 afterwards? Well, that worked out for Sean. Quite a good roll there. Eric Downer looking back at the table. He's got a kick down to the short rail. Sean Zeng scratches into the left side pocket. Good cut on the 2-ball, though. Eric Downer with ball in hand. Sean Zeng's amazing sushi from Umai is distracting me. Eric Downer should be able to clear this, the rest of this out. Really no problems on the table unless he leaves himself one, such as this cut on the 4-ball. Surprising shot selection. But he sinks it. Nice shot. Should be able to just roll this cue ball forward just a little bit. He wants to maintain a slight angle on the 6-ball. And should be no problem for Eric. Very surprising miss for Eric Downer. Sean Zeng still left with nothing easy. Even if he makes the 5-ball, position on the 6 is difficult. Sean attempts a safety shot, but leaves his opponent with pretty much a hanger on the 5-ball. Let's see how Eric chooses to make position on the 6 here. He's got a cut. Not an easy cut. He nearly drew that cue ball into the corner pocket, but he's got a shot. He overcuts the 6-ball, possibly because we have brand new felt in. It's a little difficult to gauge the throw of the object ball unless you're used to it. And Sean Zeng plays that with absolutely perfect speed. Well done. Sean should be able to tie it up 2-2 now.
That's good.
Eric Downer says that's good, concedes this rack, scores 2-2. Eric Downer once again with the jump cue out. This is a fairly makeable jump. He's got a high percentage of potting the 1 ball. Most difficult part here is the vicinity of the 7 ball to the cue ball, but I believe Eric's got a pretty good dart stroke. Should be able to clear the 7 no problem here. But he misses the 1. Surprising miss. Sean Zeng with ball in hand once again. Sean okay with leaving himself a slight back shot on the 2. Possibly to bring this cue ball back towards the right long rail and then back out towards the center of the table for the 3 ball. Maybe he can pinch it enough to hold. But he goes to the right long rail and back out. Sean should have no problem shooting this 4 ball into the far left corner pocket. Just a slight drawback. He wants to maintain an angle on the 6. He doesn't want to get straight on the 6. And that's pretty good. Top left here for Sean Zeng. Clears the 8 beautifully. Absolutely perfect on the 7 ball. Well done. Sean really trying not to give many chances to Eric Downer today. Doing a good job. Eric Downer concedes the rack. He says that's good. Scores 3-2. The receptionist in the lead. He's got a good look on the 1. Doesn't seem like anything's real potable here. We may see Sean just try to thin that 1 ball, bring that cue ball to the opposite end of the table.
Step it up, girl.
Sean decides to use that 8 ball as a blocker. Eric Downer with a relatively easy kick to make contact. He left Sean with a real thin cut on the 1 into the side pocket. Not too sure if Sean actually wants to go for this. He went for the shot, but he gets a nice roll. Cue ball sitting behind the 2 ball. Might have been a 2-way shot. We got Rick Hovey in the live chat. Our number 9 player in the top 15 player list for Rochester, New York. Well known around Monroe County as Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick says, "Yo, what up, Rick?" Good attempt by Eric. Real tough kick. Sean Zeng quite fluent in tough safety shots. It seems like he's got a good angle on the 2 to just hit this with a stop shot, which should bring the cue ball towards the left just a touch. He wants to maintain an angle on that 3 ball, and he leaves a fantastic angle on that 3 ball to stun towards the right side of the 4 ball for the left corner pocket. The 9 ball is in the way. The real tough part here is bringing that cue ball back from the 7 ball for the 8. He's got to be relatively straight on with the 7. He doesn't want to have to bump into the 9 ball here. And Sean is, I mean, he's got the perfect angle on the 7. The question here is whether or not his arms are long enough to stroke through this shot to bring that cue ball back for the 8 ball. His arms do not have enough reception. Sean Zeng with the bridge. Look at this. Look at that, huh? Man, what a shot. Cue ball comes off the 9 ball with perfect position on the 8. That's as good as it gets. Well done to Sean Zeng. Score is 4-2. Let's take a look one more time at that crazy leave by the receptionist. Look at this. Look at that, huh? Man. Eric Downer with a couple snaps of the finger to acknowledge the great shot. Scores 4-2. Nice cut there by Eric. Good position on the 2 ball. He's got a thin back shot into the side pocket. The 3 does clear the 7. He's got to hit this with pretty low pace, maybe even with a touch of inside spin. Should be fairly doable. Doesn't look like he's going for the cut. Eric Downer plays safe using the 3, 4, and 7, and he does a really nice job of having that cue ball sit behind the 4. Sean Zeng kicks at the 2 ball, no problem. He leaves Eric with a shot. Although the cue ball is fairly close to the rail. A little tough to stroke at the cue ball, but he should still be able to make the 2. The question is he going to get on that 3? He's looking to come down to the short rail of the table nearest us and have that cue ball bounce back up towards the center of the table. Instead, he chooses to stun while going for the corner pocket. Sean Zeng is on point right now, making these long pots look fairly effortless with perfect position on the 6 ball. He wants to get fairly straight on this 7. Look at the speed. Well done. Sean Zeng overdraws the cue ball. Is he going to go for a bank shot? With the new table felt, really easy to not only overdraw the cue ball, but do those full-length table draw shots. But Sean Zeng sinks the 9 ball. Really well done. Scores 5-2. Eric Downer needs to tighten up his game and start making some balls. Great cut by the receptionist. We can take a look at it one more time. But Sean, and big shout out to Manh Nguyen for setting us up with that instant replay as well as our scoreboard. Eric Downer showed up from Virginia to stop by Billiard Breakdown, and he did play Kirk Foley, who is also on our Rochester's top 15 players list. He was able to defeat Kirk Foley in 1 pocket. Sean Zeng goes for a short side position on the 3 ball, and it's looking pretty good. He should be able to bring this cue ball off the rail just a touch to be more comfortable on the 5. Sean may be looking to have this cue ball pass between the 7 and the 8 for position on 6, which he expertly executes. got to make sure not to overdraw this cue ball. It's absolutely perfect. Sean Zeng once again overrolls the position on the 9 ball. He's got a tough cut here. He hung the last one. Can he make this one? He can. Nice shot. Score 6-2. Come on, Eric. Time to pick it up. Nothing on the break for Sean Zeng. Eric Downer is able to see the 1 ball, but he's got no easy shot. He removes that magic rack, gets it out of the way. What does he really have here? He's got a 3-ball combination. He could blast the 1 ball into the 9 and hope. He could go for a thin cut on the 1 into the right side pocket. That's possible. Looks like Eric was trying to play a safety of sorts, possibly using the 2 or the 4 ball. Sean Zeng still able to see the 1 clearly. Sean may be looking to shoot this 1 ball or the cue ball behind the 8 or the 6. Doesn't quite get there. Eric Downer with the shot. Still, nothing obvious here. A little tricky to play safe here as well. I believe Eric was trying to bring that cue ball back towards the short rail a little more than what he actually did. Sean Zeng taking a look at the 2 ball to see if it clears the 3. Doesn't look like it. He may have to stroke through this 1 ball, bring it down to the far short rail and back up towards the 2 ball to try to get some sort of position on the 2. Maybe short side. That's something. He's got a fairly straight shot on the 2 into the side pocket. Margins are narrow, but this is the best position to shoot it from. And look at the position on the 4. I don't know how Sean was able to foresee that kind of roll or carry him off the 6, but it's perfect. Nice shot. Bit of a thin angle on the 6. Regular center should be good enough for position on the 7. Sean Zeng having trouble reaching that cue ball. Looks like he got a little straight on that 7 ball. Let's take a look at that positional shot on the 4 into the side pocket after this rack. Really well executed. Sean Zeng is shooting like he's trying to beat Ron Costanzo right now.
I see him shoot. He's going to do it.
Absolutely perfect position. Wow. Score 7-2. I did not expect this score. Let's take a look at that position on the 4 ball by Sean once again. And look at the position on the 4. Yeah, really, really well done. Sean misses the bank on the 1 ball. Pretty luckily ends up being relatively safe. This is a makeable thin cut, but low percentage here. Eric Downer needs to work his way back into the set. It's going to be really tough to come back down 2-7, but it is possible. He's really got to win at least 2 in a row starting from now. And look at this save behind the 9 ball. Quite the accidental roll. Eric Downer holds up his hand, apologizes. Sean Zeng with a tough kick now. But this could be the opportunity Eric Downer needs to win this rack.
Perfect lunch point. Yeah. That's what she said. That's what she heard. See, that's what she said. Get your mind out of the gutter, girl. What we reach from here go along.
Sean Zeng taking his time trying to think this shot through. Contact is unlikely. Let's see if he can do it. maybe pass between the 2 and the 6 with a touch of left spin to try to get some sort of Z shot on the 1. And he does.
Get the easy white chair for me.
Fantastic contact by the receptionist.
Well, that won't happen.
Eric still with a good opportunity here. Should be able to get on the 2, no problem. It's a little bit more of an angle on the 1 than what you might think. Real surprising miss there for Eric Downer. But he gets safe once again.
Where do you buy that? Do they sell that at Walmart?
Sean Zeng has been kicking this rack really well.
Me too.
I shoot with a hand on it, so people will say, hey, you're blind.
Oh, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Well, let's keep it
Sean rolls that cue ball forward to avoid contact with the 9 ball. Ends up at a pretty weird 50-yard line on the 5 ball. Tough cut into both the corner as well as the side pocket. The corner pocket seems to be the one that he's going for. Side pocket, I mean. It was 50-50. Tough shot here, but if he makes it, should be a pretty natural 2-rail position for the 7 ball into the left corner pocket. But it's no problem for Sean. He makes it look easy. Wow. Scores 8-2. Sean Zeng is on the hill. Eric Downer with 2 racks just near the beginning of this match. All right, Eric, time to win 7 in a row. Eric attempts a safety. Does look like he gets it. 2 ball is in the way of the 1. If Sean Zeng misses the kick, Eric Downer could go for the 1-9 combination. Eric Downer with a pretty good chance of running this out as long as he can clear that 6 ball to leave himself an angle on the 4.
I will. The elementary school that I went to, elementary school too.
Power lines running on that.
Yep.
He goes for a bank just to try to hold position on that 4-ball. Interesting play there. Sean Zeng believed he could see just the edge of that 3-ball. He isn't able to. Eric Downer with ball in hand and another opportunity.
Oh,
Especially if we have access
if you have you'll be able to just walk and take the off, and then
Yeah, real unfortunate bump there by Eric.
you drop it right
He
on
didn't
the
add enough bottom left to that cue ball. He doesn't seem to be shooting with much confidence towards the end of this set. And as I say that, he drains a really nice bank shot on the 4-ball.
Can I play?
Excellent shot. Not much reward. But he makes a really nice recovery shot on that 6-ball into the side pocket. Can Eric Downer win his 3rd game here?
You're still bored in or like turning your toe.
You got to come down to the short rail for this and back up for the 8. Holding, trying to hold is typically not the right move here.
Oh, no?
Nice shot to Eric.
All right. Oh, now I'm 1 and 2 and 2 and 1. That's good. It's hard to hit.
Sean Zeng concedes the rack. Well done to Eric Downer for winning his 3rd game in a race to 9. Could this be the start of the most epic comeback on Billiard Breakdown? Sean Zeng sipping away at his coffee.
Who am I playing? Me. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette first. You're good. I gotta get a couple. No. I can't handle that anymore. Damn you. What's up, brother?
Cue ball hops off the table again for Eric Downer. He seems to be unintentionally aiming down on that cue ball, causing it to hop on impact. Le Bavu in the live chat says, GG's. Le Bavu, it ain't over till it's over.
Black stick.
Get your shot here.
Tricky shot, but Sean Zeng should be able to have this cue ball just reach below the side pocket for position on the 4. Nice shot. Stop shot should be good here for the 5 into the left corner pocket. He strokes through for the side. Well done. Sean makes sure to maintain a good angle on that 6 to get on the 7, but he chokes on the 6 ball. Huge miss for Sean Zeng. Eric Downer with another chance. It was looking like Sean was going to run it out. Real thin cut here. Going for the shot may not be the best option. Eric Downer goes for the cut. He goes for the 3-rail positional shot on the 7. Doesn't quite get there. Curious to see if Sean Zeng is looking to bring this cue ball between the 8 and the 9, above the 8 ball for the far right corner. Looks like he was trying for it. Instead, he gets a bump on the 8 for a back shot. Fairly automatic position on the 9. You can hit this pocket speed and be okay. Sean Zeng draws back for the 9 into the side pocket to make it 9-3. He does it. What a match. Excellent performance by Sean Zeng. And big thanks to Eric Downer for coming out. Let's bring Eric in here for a quick post-match interview.
That was huge.
I was hitting it so bad. This table, it's like tight.
Yeah.
Like after the.
I mean, I see you. I saw you practicing before. You were shooting, you know, you were shooting a lot better, you know.
Let me interview.
Him first. He won. He won. What? Come on.
He wins too much. All right, guys, I'm here with Eric Downer. What's up, Eric?
Not much, man. I'd like to give a special thanks to my mom and dad.
Awesome.
Even though I lost. And I just want to say that the camera adds 20 pounds to everybody that's on it.
Eric Downer brings in the humor after quite the difference in score.
Oh, I got clobbered.
You know, I saw you shoot against Kurt Foley and a little bit against Brad. And, you know, I know you shoot a lot better than what we saw today.
Yeah, but the main thing was Sean controlled the table the entire time. He did really good. And there was a couple of, you know, shots that I got some bad breaks on. But look I won 2 games that I shouldn't have, right? So I mean, really, it was more like 9-1, 9-1.
Well, that's very humble of you.
No, he shot really well and didn't miss many balls. I was surprised he missed a 6 ball at the end there.
Yeah, right into the side pocket. It was a surprising miss for sure.
Rattled that ball, but yeah, no, I really appreciate the opportunity to shoot here, and your equipment and the pool hall is just top notch, man. I really appreciate it.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. You came all the way from Virginia, was it?
Yeah, I did, but I was up just south of here visiting my mom and dad. So
cool.
But I did see your the billiard breakdown online, and I was like, well, that's kind of how it is in the real pool hall. Like, it isn't like break and run, and then somebody goes. And
yeah,
it's like the working man's
right.
stream.
A lot of times you only get to watch pros play for the most part, and if you get to watch amateurs ever play on stream, it's usually not as good production in the scoreboard or the overhead camera or even the commentary. So it's a good opportunity for me to bring in some sort of standards for even the amateur pool scene.
It is. It's really great, man, and I appreciate what you've done. And just believe it or not, it's going to pay off in the end and help your pool hall quite a bit. So
I hope so. It already has. And once again, another big shout out to Eric Downer's parents, if they're still watching. Your son shoots much better than what he showed yesterday.
I don't know. But anyways, every dog has his day, and I'm sure I'll be back sometime.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you guys tune in for the next match we have, and we'll see you guys next time.